us succeed. Let's make sure that history never forgets the name. Enterprise. Guard out.
Our lives are different to anybody else's. That's the exciting thing. Nobody in the universe can do what we're doing.
Greenville, I am calling battle station. Anything can happen in the next half hour.
Oh, hundreds and hundreds, but don't worry. I started a very long time ago.
Calling the War Council of Gallifrey. This is the Doctor.
You might say I've been doing this all my lives.
Good luck.
Stand by.
Ready. Commencing calculations. Zoom me there.
Across the boundaries that divide one universe from another.
Got to lock onto his coordinates.
And for my next trick, I didn't know when I was well off. All 12 of them.
No, sir.
Ah! All 13!
And to my mind, ladies and gentlemen, to my mind, as yet, there's only been 13. Right? That's really I'm so confused with the numbering. Now, they all they did was add in another one in the middle, and I'd like, oh, no! What? Okay, right, I'm fine up until 9. No, I'm not. 9 is War Doctor. Eccleston is 10, that being the case. David Tennant is 11. Matt Smith is 12. And Capaldi is 13. And I don't think Jodie happened, right? Or saying along, I don't know. Like, is that where Doctor Who ended? That's what we're going to find out today, right? In about under an hour and a half, right? I don't mind telling you, I'm scared. I am. I'm a kid, literally in a tank in a war zone, right? Has to like shit in the street if he's lucky, all right? In the rubble, in like the rubble, right? I can't imagine. I can't even imagine like what his life's been like, right? I really don't know. I've got mad respect for him, right? Like I've got mad respect for anybody who's seen combat, right? I mean, look, this is something you understand as you get older. Older people are normally wiser and better than you, right? That's often the case, right? It's always worth respecting one's elders because there's normally a good reason for it, right? They just seen more shit than you, right? But I feel somebody who's been in combat, especially extended combat, like my son has, it's been in a campaign. It's I'm mad respect, right? Although my other son, he got a like a few day pass, I think, because of the ceasefire, right? The one who just got married, he got a few day pass, so he came home on Wednesday, I think. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday was the night I was watching Oppenheimer, right? I had to stop Oppenheimer an hour and a bit in because my son came. I'm very glad he's home anyway. So and his wife was a young wife who's over the moon. So they were staying. They were here for Sabbath, which was very nice. And he's here. I think he doesn't have to go back till tomorrow, which is also nice. So it's nice having him around, right? And he was also able to call his friend, who is the commander's friend of my other son's tank, to find out how he's doing. I haven't heard from him for weeks, right? I think he's probably fine, right? I think look. I think he's one of the guys who can deal well under pressure, right? I hope. No, he probably can, right? He probably can. He's very good at he's very, 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 very duty orientated, right? He is like he just wants to do his duty, right? You ever see that movie 1917 where like okay, I'm going to spoil it for you horribly now, right? But there's it really is. The plot is essentially these you got this British general in World War One. He's heading into a massive trap. They're all going to get slaughtered, like tens of thousands of people. So they got to get this message. Him and this other guy got to get this message to, I think, his brother, one of their brother, one of the two people's brother to make sure this doesn't happen, right? And the brother ends up being played by the guy from Game of Thrones. What's his name? The one who was it the second Stark that was killed? I lost count. King of the North, that one, the one with the one with the direwolf, who also had his head cut off. Anyway, they're basically, their job is to go across no man's land, right? That's their job is to go like in World War One, which is terrifying. Like that, and it's all done in one shot, right? It's really incredible. It looks like a single shot, so you feel like you're there. It's very incredible. The bit where they go over the top into no man, terrifying, right? And it's their story. But anyway, so spoiler warning, right? Spoiler warning. The one whose brother gets killed, right? Gets killed pretty early on. So the other guy has the duty and responsibility to get in this letter to the front, right? And it's basically his story of his unrelenting will to do that, because that is his duty, right? I mean, like, the guy died in his arms. I'll try. There's 10,000 people going to die if I don't. I'll do my best, right? No, I'm going to do this. This is just going to happen. And it says the rest is that story, right? So that's my younger son. He's very good. He's very duty orientated, and he's funny as well. And he's like, look, the kids, you forget, you're an adult, and you go, oh my god, I can't imagine living in a tank for a month. Right? I'm like, what the really? No, I'll die. Right? I would rather die. Okay? Yeah. Okay. I've just decided that. Oh, sounds awful. I doubt that it's just awful. Yeah, that's more than I could be or I could be. No, that sounds horrible. Hey, they're kids though. When you're kids, you can do shit. You forget, oh, you used to go to hostels and stuff. I used to rough it. Yeah, but when you're young. So he could do it. He's a tough kid as well. And he's also religious. He's super religious. So that also is very helpful in times of elongated stress. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh man, yeah, this was really disturbing. A neighbor, right? They went on this program on Thursday to visit the towns that were burnt out and attacked by Hamas on the 7th, right? And the people who were killed and like the survivors that are there. And they said they've hardly cleaned it up, right? And then the guy said, no, it was much better than it was last week. The one who was right leading the door said, oh, yeah. The guy, people who came last week had to go for PTSD counseling, right? And I'm not even joking, right? They're still, this like, gee, there's blood everywhere. There's like bits of terrorists, hair, like bullet holes and bits of head and like brain, still there, right? But still there. Our houses are burnt down. It's awful, right? And then one of the people whose houses weren't burnt down, they were there. She said, and they had these like awful Americans with them. They were like, "Oh, gee, how can I make this all about myself?" Which is basically what happened. So no, the thing you can do is tell people this really happened, because every time I look at the news, people say, "Nah, never happened, mate. Nah, that's just Jew propaganda." Right? I keep seeing that on the news, and the people's like, yes. We must be careful of that Jew propaganda here at the BBC. The home of Doctor Who. God. Like, what a more terrible combination than BBC and Disney. The two wokest fucks in the entire world. I'm a bit nervous. I don't mind telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a bit nervous about what we're going to be seeing. I think it's going to be, a lot of it's going to be excellent, right? I think the production value is obviously going to be excellent. Okay, here's my concern, right? Here's my concern. And we'll get back to what I was talking about. So, my concern is that that Davros sketch was garbage because it was woke, right? I don't think you can write woke well, right? I don't think you can write woke well. So, if it's woke, I don't think it can be good, right? I just don't think it's. I'm open-minded. Like, I was open-minded going into the Daleks. We'll talk about that in a minute. Anyway, so I was just talking about when I did 1917. My other son, Ari, my older son's home. Oh yeah, she went to the thing saying, "Yeah, just tell me what happened," because everyone's saying it never happened, right? Which she said, my wife was going to go with them on this thing. I'm so glad she didn't. It sounded awful, right? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, all patriotic about that. I don't want to do anything with that. That sounds awful. Hostages came back. Very happy about that. I mean, that's like the good thing. I know. Look, basically, again, I had my kid, all my kids apart from my youngest son, home for Sabbath. It was really nice. We did like Sabbath Thanksgiving, so turkey stuffing, all the trimmings, and then in a few weeks we'll do Sabbath Christmas, which is it's English Christmas, based turkey again. This time with chestnut stuffing, right? If you can find parsnips, oh, am I a happy rabbi? You can't get parsnips so easy anywhere, right? That's the weirdest thing, right? Other weird thing. I have Disney Plus. I pay for Disney Plus, like legitimately. Like, I'm like, okay, I'll pay for it. We watch it. I don't really like it. Anyway, no Doctor Who on it in Israel. What? Why are you making me sit in this desk chair? So I can, okay, normally what I do is this, right? I play whatever it is on this desktop computer, right? And I use a VPN. This is what I did for the Daleks. And then I shared the screen to my big screen TV, which is like right over there, right? And so I sat on the couch and watched it. I found there was a bit of a lag. I knew the story anyway, so I didn't. But I think that I'm going to watch it again now with a decent copy of the Daleks. But I think that may have skewed my opinion a little bit. I'm not sure. So tonight I'm going to watch it from the chair. I'm going to watch it right here. I'm going to turn the lights off. Going to watch it. I want to give it the best opportunity possible, but so I don't want it lagging or anything like that. But it's just like my concern is this: the Davros sketch. You can't write woke, and even the bits that aren't woke are also shit. It's weird. Like, how is that possible? I don't know. Like you had David Tennant coming in, bouncing around, acting like Jodie Whittaker's doctor, right? Why? All right, being stupid and like breaking the what they called again? Not the laws of time, laws of time, but also like established continuity. Like, and then you have different Davros, and he's like the timelines of canon are rupturing. Like, what does that even mean? Like, and that's not the woke bit. And then in comes shitty Davros, not in any way threatening. Like Lurch from the Monsters, right? Like really, genuinely, with no depth or threat to it whatsoever. It's just a CBBC villain. It's that bit's woke, right? That's the woke bit. But all the thing around it's also shit. I know. So I am nervous in the extreme. I will be 100% honest. I am nervous in the extreme. I hope I want to like it. Like, look, if you've been with my channel for a while, you knew I'm like a big proponent of it. Like, I'm a big flag waver for it, right? And genuinely, it's sad that I don't think it's that I doubt it's going to be any good. Right, that's it. I think it's genuinely sad that I don't think it's gonna. Well, I don't think it's going to be good. I think it's going to have. I think it's going to have a central message, right? And it's going to be very, very on the nose. And that central message is that those two things. It is that just like Meet the Beep. It's cute and fuzzy on the outside, but the inside is an evil. I'm spoiler alert. Evil space bunny, right? Like just like that. So too, don't judge on the exterior. Oh, here's my daughter Rose. Your daughter looks like a bloke in a dress. Shut up! That's a woman, man. What? No, that's a woman. Really, honestly, 100%, it's a woman. I'm not joking, right? But does this woman have a penis? What of it? That's very rude. No, that's really important, right? And look, are we really going to have Russell? If you want to have the gender debate, I'll have the gender debate, right? I have no problem, but I'm not having you bring up the debate and then me have the debate and then being called a fascist because you brought up the fucking debate, right? I'm not interested in being bullied, and it's not going to work, right? That's not going. You bullying me isn't going to work. I still, do not share your views on gender, right? Or child rearing, right? You're welcome to your views, but do not impose them on mine, which you are doing. If I think you're going to do, I think you're going to do quite viscerally, right? So God, I want it to be good. You've no idea how much I want it to be good, right? But yeah, man, I think it's funny. I remember, what was it? It was 88, Remembrance of the Daleks. I remember waiting all day for that to come on. I was so excited, right? Because I saw the Dalek dropship and the new cream Daleks and Ace and the Doctor, and it looked so cool, right? It went from my head was turned because I was excited because I had a good special effect at the end of season 23. It's like really good, very horror special. Like, oh, look, it's Ace and Doctor, it's all good again, right? And then they booted Bonnie Langford out, who would, now we look back and we cry. But then we were like, yeah, the least cool woman ever at the time. Now she's super cool. But she is it's funny, by not changing at all, now she's become cool. That's really weird. Did you realize that? She's exactly the same. That's why she's cool. She's a bit more like, world weary, right? A little bit, but still, just a huge explosion of energy and personality. Anyway, I digress. Then suddenly you had Ace, who was looking like kind of straight, kind of cool. She had a baseball bat. The Doctor was very mysterious, looking, oh, this is interesting. This looks different. Oh, I was so excited for Remembrance of the Daleks all day. I was like, ooh. And I was like, 18, 17, I can't remember. I'm not like that this time. I'm like, no, please, no. Yeah, that's where I am. Oy vey. All because I have a different idea on gender, and my idea being like the vast majority viewpoint of the species looks at it the way I do. No one's giving you shit for looking at the way you do. I'm really, and you act like we are. Fuck's sake. Just because I don't think it's okay for a drag queen to rub his fake tits in a 7-year-old's face, it doesn't mean I want to line up gay people and put them in a concentration fucking camp. And they so act like the two things are the same, right? People like Rusty Davis so act like the two things are exactly the same. Do you mind not having highly explicit faux sex shows in public with my children? Do you mind? And they take that as, I want to literally line you up and put you in a concentration, and not the good kind. No. The ones where you go to the shower straight away, then up the chimneys, right? The ones you Jews know, right? Like that. It's like, but they're not the same thing. Oh, they are. Oh, it's a gender. What the fuck? Like Russell always acts like the LGBTQ world is under attack. From who? From people not going, okay, it's not being under attack. It's like, we've had a rough couple of thousand years, but the Jews and Christians we're pretty much okay now, right? But we don't want to kill each other because we don't see the same thing. It's okay. And that's like devout Christians and devout Jews. We all can be groovy, right? It's just you and the LGBTQIA alliance just insist you're under attack, right? No. What the fuck is an attack? That I don't think Yasmin Finney's a woman. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't think that's being hateful either, right? I don't. I think I look. I think it's more likely Yasmin Finney is mentally ill than is a woman. Okay, that's what I think. Why do I think that? Because she's got a penis. That should be not a controversial standpoint. Oh yeah, there is that. Oh, I'm not the one who forced the conversation, right? I am not the one who forced this conversation. Rusty Davis did. Why? What? Like why? Oh, fuck's sake. So that's where I am from the Davros-gate, right? That's essentially, which is not good, right? It's not good. And also the early reviews, and I'm so sure Beat the Meat is going to be a clunky analogy, right? A clunky analogy. Oh, don't judge it by the exterior. To a certain extent, yes, we all agree. But again, look, there's so many other questions that come along with this. You want to have the conversation. What happened about women who want penis-free zones? Right? Like, why do their rights not matter? And there are a great number of women, I would say probably the majority, would rather have penis-free zones. You want to have female penises and in zones where women without penises are allowed to be women without penises, right? It's same to in sports, right? What are you going to do? Don't quote to me your pseudoscience saying there's that difference. Of course, there's a fucking difference. You dumb cunt. Fuck me. I mean, really, there's no. Yes, there is. How do you go from ranked, 712 to 1? Right? How did that happen? Right? How did that go down if there's no difference? Don't explain it to me. Of course, there's a difference. Oh, stupidity. Right? And that's what it's stupidity that we're being bullied into accepting. So that's what I'm worried about in today's subject, ladies and gentlemen. That it's more stupidity that we're being bullied into accepting. We've got it all this anniversary, says Rossi David. David Tennant, chicks with dicks. He's reading it like this now. That's where it's going. Okay, we've got it all, boil. We got it all, boil. This anniversary, boil. David Tennant, chicks with dicks. Okay, but I don't know where I am now. Catherine Taylor, these are the fucking furries. You gotta watch. You're welcome, Russell. I said it for you. And of course, we have the wonderful Millie Gibson. I wonder from it. You're not, darling. That's not even a real Millie Gibson. Okay, that's 3 different people. The body is a sci-fi babe costume. I found that the head, of course, is a beautiful Millie Gibson. And the boobage is from a Wonder Girl cosplayer. I just felt it needed to be more salacious, okay? Sometimes it needs to be more salacious. This is one of those times. You're welcome. You're welcome. I agree with myself. Previewing the Starbies. Will the 60th, will the Doctor Who 6th anniversary be a delightful adventure in time? Say, fuck no. Or a woke lecture, probably, or both. That's what I'm hoping for. Prove me wrong. I want to be wrong. I really, really want to be wrong. Like, Dan was upset, or not upset. He was surprised I wasn't more pro the Daleks, right? And I was surprised that Type 40 was so pro the Daleks. Like, I think I agree with them about is I love the idea. I think the idea is excellent. All right, I am not a precious holding, clutching a policy. I am all up for re-editing something to make it to remove barriers to entry for a modern audience. I am up for that 100%. I think that's a good thing, right? My quibbles were the edit didn't really work. Again, I'm going to rewatch it and really do a deeper dive review. And the colorization, not one frame convinced me it was natural color, right? Not one frame. That's got to be because of the failure. Plus, I checked out the more contentious music, and oh fuck me, yeah, it's pretty bad, right? But I like the idea. I would like them to try again. One I think they should have really done, I was just saying this earlier, was the chase, right? The chase is much better to do. You take out what's it called again? You take out the Frankenstein Dracula episode. Listen, I'm of the opinion you can rationalize that it's some kind of futuristic entertainment thing where like Westworld like entertainment, but there is danger, right? There's some they killed, they missed out some like vital bit. The robots gone crazy and killed everybody, something like that, right? So, but that's how you can explain away that frankly atrocious episode. Failing that, so then you're down to 5-episode one, right? So then it's down to 5 episodes, and it's so that's essentially your running time. You're taking out 10 minutes, easy peasy, right? But it's already got the pace built into it, right? It's got the science fiction in it. The kitschiness built into it, right? I think they could have redone the special effects really well. But frankly, the colorization, if that's the best there is, forget it. The way I see it happening is an AI, right, that paints an HD picture over the black and white picture with the style set. So basically, it's set with a look of like 1960s cinema, right? I think that is exactly the way they want to go, but have it genuinely HD and colored, make it look like. But again, it's like, it's like when they restore a painting on a classic painting from like hundreds of years ago, right? They paint over it. Essentially, is how it works, right? It's not like they're cleaning it; they paint over it, right, to like accentuate it. I think they probably do it quite well. But so I think the same thing. Yeah, do it frame by frame. Again, use an AI to do it. So you take a tiny, what's it? It's not even 360, is it? It's like, what is it? 144 picture, like this tiny matchbox picture, right? And then turn it into genuine HD with looking like genuine color. At that point, do it in widescreen, right? I would add in new effects, obviously, to make them, I would say, pretty much contemporary to the era. All right, which will give you like the cool Dalek effects, like laser gun effects. But I think that one will probably play better for the audience that you're going for, which is the TikTok generation, which I'm not opposed. I think it's a virtuous thing, right? I think it's a good thing, right? Anything that brings great Doctor Who to people, I think it's fine, without sacrificing the core of what it is. Now, it'll be wonderful if from that you have people discover this strange black and white, the beautiful monotone, right? Or like look at that Troughton part we had in the introduction from Tomb of the Cybermen. It's like, we could be anybody, that thing. But look how that picture glowed, silver. Oh, and I would like people to be able to discover that beauty, right? And they're just, it's barriers to entry. That's what it is. I agree with it. It's barriers to entry, right? So I'm very up for the idea, right? I'm very up for the idea. I'm less up for the idea. I think this episode is going to be woke, painfully woke. I think the second and third one's not. My feeling is the second and third one probably isn't. Right? I don't know. Fine, let me get to the chat. Then we got a bunch of little video things to look at. And then we'll move on, right? Move on with the preview. Life Upgrade says, I love these thumbnails. They're so creative. Well, I do work hard to create them. That is true. But just thought, what I should have done with this thumbnail? I don't know what's going to happen yet. But okay, so I'm at 8:15. I'm watching Doctor Who Confidential. Oh, God, I'm not listening to their fucking podcast. Will you fuck off, cunt? But yeah, we're doing the instant review at 8:15. Hope I like it, right? I really hope I like it. Like, there's a bloke in a dress over there. I don't get it. Okay, I'm sorry to be the one to point this out, but I'm just saying what it looks like. I'm not gendering anybody. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. And if it is a bloke in a dress, then it's probably a bloke who's not very well, right? I don't know. No, I think you might make a lot of other blokes unwell doing the same thing. Is my fear, right? My genuine fear. See, here's the thing: people like Russell Davies, they think they're being virtuous, right? And it's a man, but I grant them that, right? I grant them that, but they do not grant people like me the notion of virtue. You have to call me a bigot, right? Hateful, like you have to do this. Like, no, I'm sorry, no. Right? And as much as I would love to have a conversation with David Tennant, right, about this, right? Explain to me what is being hateful. I don't get it. Again, if I'm allowed to disagree with a Hindu on their, which I don't even know what their worldview is, right? But I assume it's not Judaism. Without hating them, I know plenty of Christians who don't hate me for being Jewish, which again, somewhat new in this generation, right? Right? Live and let live. Right? It's the bottom line. Live and let live. You should totally live and let live, mate. Anyway. I just fear that's beyond Russell. Anyway. Lauren said, loves the thumbs so great. Well, thank you very much. I do work hard to create them. Darren M is here. Thank you for joining. Colin Archer is here. Colin. It could go either way. The previous thing made me want to download it so I can skip the bits I've already seen of boring and preachy. I think they're going to creep up on you when you all the time. I should be looking forward to this more than I am. I wish I was. Says Darren Mullen, Paul Thompson's here, Matthew J is here, Soda entered yes, I can't wait for Yossi Davis. Get rid of the icky Ted for icky gut. Well, yes, he is more, ideologically sound now, isn't he? Again, I was so excited for his casting, right? Anybody who sapped excitement out of this is Russell T. fucking Davis, right? That's the way it is. I was looking forward to the new season, the latest trailer. I couldn't give a crap about. That's kind of where I am. Although I'm nervous, so I must care. Under an hour to go, ladies and gentlemen. Under an hour to go. It's exciting. So I guess I am excited, right? I guess I am excited. Chris Burge was here. Jodie's an angel that managed to steal the Doctor's body during a regenerate. Could be. There's many different answers. I said that to Martin Vicker. Somehow David is 11 and 12, making Matt. I forgot about that. Matt 13, and is why the time of the reboot regeneration cycle. Capaldi is by their storyline 14, but he was just going on with the numbering of the Doctors decided on in regards to the War Doctor. Got it. Thank you for straightening that. Lottie is here. Doing Lottie, thank you for joining us. Chris Peters hello to PD Rich is here. PD Rich was very opposed to the very idea, I think, of the Daleks re-edit. Look, Viva difference, but I was up for it. Yes, it wasn't good. Take really the bottom line. Doesn't seem to want to join the time of war, except they're having a civilian one. The joy of open borders. I tell you, it's all falling apart. Like again, I think most normal English people are somewhat taken back and terrified there are fascist rallies going across your streets every Saturday, right? Burn the Jews! Burn the Jews! What's that? Something about Palestine. Burn the Jews! I mean, like, okay. Alex Kirkman, the franchise murderer, is here. How you doing? So, thoughts on Doctor Who Resistance? I don't know what that is, but it's it's time to resist. Look, here's what I think. I put this thing out the other day, a book on tape, right? Read by an AI Peter Capaldi. I'm a big proponent of AI. I think it can really come and save us, right? I think we can genuinely make Doctor Who out of it. Right, make our own Doctor Who out of it, and I think that's what's really going to happen. We're going to see a lot of fan creativity, and I think that will be the future of Doctor Who. Paul Dunn said, "Just finished watching watch Miracle Day, bloody hell! I actually enjoyed it, bloody hell." Paul Dunn, you will let us know what drugs that you take for that, and we will also get behind you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Tzvi Lebetkin, if you apply B Sky B to Disney and BBC, things will become weapons grade nuclear. Well, I didn't even know B Sky B was still around. I last I heard from them, they were doing the Doctor Who weekend in 1990, or was it 18? No, must have been 1990. That Speaks of Stolen Earth has just been retranslated. Kim Newton 30D, I name you destroyer of the franchise. Yeah. Yeah, they're not doing well by it, are they? They're not doing well by it. Andy Dwelly is here, Andy Dwelly. So any news? Any news about what? About Doctor Who? We're finding out. Under an hour, baby. Under an hour. Tick, 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 tick. Where we go. Robert Payne is, how you doing? Tonight is the most anxious I've been about Doctor Who. Fine. I'm glad we all echo what I'm saying. Right? Well, if the timelines are shouting, that strongly implies that at least a part of the recent Who must be in another timeline. Well, I think they're making it so you can just make up your own headcanon, right? You get them, and I don't think we're getting any answers tonight. I think answers are coming probably in 2 weeks, right? I don't think I think we'll get some kind of nod about Flux in episode 2, but I don't know. I'm being intrigued to see how they handle that. But yeah, listen, I think they're going to open it up somehow, right? So you can have a new Davros, and it's not shattering canon, right? I think that's I think in Russell Davis's mind, that would also make the Jodie era kosher for people to go and explore it. Yeah, okay, that's my guess, right? That is totally my guess on what's going down. Russell Davis did say, somebody asked him, can you regenerate into wind? He says, well, something very similar is happening. We'll see. So the whole like fractured regeneration thing seems possible, plausible, right? Somehow. I guess I have to wait and see. Right, I guess we have to wait and see. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, we're gonna have to say about that. X-Men 577 is there. How you doing? I will have a debate. There are two genders. Debate is over. Well, that's why they have to shout you into submission, because there really is no debate. I mean, that's bottom line. There really just is no debate. Bad or good? What the new Doctor Who? We're going to find out at 6:30. It's I don't know. I'm expecting the worst, right? I am expecting. Look, I know, because every time something's woke, it's always worse than you imagine. Did anybody think that Davros sketch would be as bad as that Davros sketch was? And it was so bad. In every, I mean, like, why a toilet plunge? Like, what? I don't understand how that. Like, again, what's the logic? Davros comes back and sees his multi-phase tool thing gone and replaced with a toilet plunger. He goes, I like it. Does he know it can't do anything? It's just a toilet plunger? Or does he say, I like the design, maybe we should put everything into that design? I don't know. Look, when you don't understand it, it's okay as a joke. Because a joke, you don't have to have these set parameters. But if it's a real proper in-canon episode, well, me then you can't have it both ways, Russell. right? It made no sense, right? As a joke, it was fine. As a piece of Doctor Who, it made no sense. So TARDIS time is here. So TARDIS time is coming up. TARDIS time 50 minutes ago. Will you be keeping a chart of the viewing figures again? I'm genuinely interested in how they go. Yes, I will. And I'm sure they're going to be huge. I am sure they're going to be huge. Unless you get, although if this is woke, you're going to see, I think you'll be able to see a massive drop off over the next 2 weeks. Right? Maybe it'll like pull back because it's going to be good. But I think if they get super woke, they're going to, people will go, click, leave me alone. Don't lecture me with your bullshit. And a lot of people will respond that way. But yes, I will be absolutely watching the figures. And I expect them to be good. Right? I expect them to be good. Jonathan Cox is there. How you doing, Jonathan Cox? I'm giving it a chance. Yeah, so who's saying that? Paul does say you're going to give it a chance. Yeah, but if Yasmin ends up playing trans in it, yes, she is playing trans in it, right? I'm out. Even though somebody who's adopted, I'm curious to see how he'll write that. I think that's all going to be Ruby, but we'll see, right? We'll see. Where are we up to? I'm whizzing through the chat now. There we go. I'm still half an hour behind. Captain Crash Course is here. Doing Captain Crash. I was so proud of myself. I was doing so well. Actually, I can remember the several Z-cast cast appear in the chase, but unnamed in their novel. Oh yeah, I said the characters get unnamed after their actors. Yes, I remember that. I do remember that. Now the chase would have been a really much better. I think it's more fun as well. Right. It was a parody. Oh man, did I find what this guy? Did I save it? Maybe I saved this because this guy did a parody of I think Unearthly Child or the Daleks or maybe both, and they're brilliant, right? They're absolutely brilliant. But I can't remember if I saved it. Let's have a quick look. Then I got to go back to watching Underwater Menace. Fuck me, that's awful. Okay, I want you to understand the Underwater Menace is awful. Oh, it's not good, right? The Underwater Menace is not good. Just be prepared of that. Let me see. Hang on a second. Going back through. Did I forget it?
One more time, Jimmy.
So that was the. I got a lot of weird stuff in there. Did I save it? Oh, it'd be really great if I saved it. I can't see it. That's yeah, 1 second. Do a quick look on Twitter. What should I do? It's Unearthly Child parody. Say Doctor Who parody. Daleks parody. Let's see if I can find it. Because it really is so funny. Maybe I do Unearthly Child parody. Unearthly Child parody. Have a look. Media. No media. Dude, let's try a Daleks parody. I already got it wrong. No. These are just pictures. Oh, hang on, I remember. This guy might have them. Let me try. Let's have a look. See if I can find this bloke. Man. Let me try. Can we do this? Then I'm going to somebody umming and ahhing trying to find that. It's just annoying. Okay, let's see if I. Man, that can't be right as well. No. Okay, one sec. I think I might found it. You're gonna thank me for this. You are gonna thank me. There you go. I think I found it. Yeah, I have to go over here. Now I got to see if it's on this guy's timeline. It should be. I'm pretty sure I saw it here. Oh, there's a lot of gunk here. Lots of stuff about Barbie. No. Back, Sutek, back. How long do sirens live? Oh man, that must not have been here then. I'm at like March 30th. I guess not. Oh, that's a bummer. I should have kept that. I'm really stupid for not. Man, I am just, oh man, I am bummed out that I got rid of that. Never mind. Anyway, we couldn't find it. Anyway, we've got other stuff to look at. Fine, that was a wild goose chase to nowhere. Freaking nowhere. Which, oh God, is 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, isn't it? We'll find out soon, baby. In regards to Dalek, look, I like what they're trying to do with the colorization of Peter Ritz, but the edit was a horror. The edit was really bad. But the music also pretty bad. But also colorization pretty bad. Well, the edit was indeed bad. I agree with you. Right? Yeah, it just didn't really work. I agree with you completely. Of course, if it is special, is painfully woke, it will put people off the other. That's my point entirely. Right? I don't think Russell realized he's being painfully woke. I don't think he realized he was being painfully woke with the Davros reboot. Right? I don't think he knew he's being painfully woke, but obviously he was. And I think he's really shocked to find out that people thought he was. Right? Are we going to get a bunch of Rosa episodes, I wonder? I don't know. Well, I think this one is. But I think the next ones aren't, though, funnily enough. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Right? Maybe we could. Right? I don't know. I thought Picard season 3 would be awful. I thought Mandalorian would be awful. You know, it's I've been wrong before, so maybe this will be good, right? Maybe it'll be good. I should cut this into my what? Shalom, I'm watching on TV, and another thumbnail. There's excellent for a couple of reasons. Thank you, Amro. I tend to agree with you. 2, I would say, very, very bouncy and super reasons. Real super doctors here. It was really awful. Really also makes me think they are doing everything in their power to destroy the program. I know. I think this is just the woke mind virus. I don't think they're trying to destroy Doctor Who. Right? I think they believe in what they're doing. They're just idiots. Right? The woke mind virus has made them into morons and disconnected them from reality. All right. And it's not even like it's 2018, 2019 when the culture was really raging. Like, it's been over and you've lost. Like, let's be clear. You're starting a battle in a war that you've already lost. And that's exactly what you're doing. Like, you have lost the culture war. Like the tide has turned against you. Now, your only hope is it being good and entertaining. Right? And you may have to disguise the wokeness. I don't think you can. If you can pull it off, I will say he pulled it off, right? It worked. That's just what Jinx and Sue said. Listen, everything I've seen, I said, wow, I'm going to be amazed if that was. And like that piece of shit podcast he's got with D, what's the name? Oh, God, the one that everybody annoyed everybody to death. What was the name? Crystal D. Oh, and Juno Dawson. I mean, like, oh God. Hi, I'm just a normal woman, and I have a penis. I'm like, well, okay, Juno. And you're weird for thinking me having a penis doesn't make me a woman, or is there anything weird about it at all? No, I'm not. I'll keep it to myself. But hey, stop trying to tell me you're normal, darling. Okay, okay. If you'll find like on Pornhub, you don't have a section for fucking normal, right? Just normal people fucking like. You have a section for chicks with dicks, right? Because that's not normal. You don't have a normal people fucking no. Pornhub's really evil, by the way. I think it's owned by a religious Jew. Ooh. Right, I'm sure it was financed by the FBI or CIA as a control mechanism. Right, I'm really, I really think that's what's going to happen. What happened there? But I think it's owned by a religious guy. It's like it was tied into like this trafficking thing. It's like, oh, gross. Right, I just don't think unlimited free porn is good for society. Right, I'm not a fan. Ian Gettings here. A not we friend has just messaged me to say that he really enjoyed the kind of thing. Well, that's what's more important, right? If whoever it is, normal people like it or TikTok people like it, good, right? Thought the color was great. To be honest, I thought the color was awful, but I'm bloody pleased. I agree. In Gettings, I agree with you 100%. Right, 100%. I love that people loved it, right? Especially new people. Do you think AI could be used to pump more than one animation out per year? Yes. Okay. For me, on my $10 a month AI account, it takes what, a minute to render a frame, right? So, 24 frames. So 20. You do a second you do 2 seconds an hour, right? That's on my piece of piss little thing, right? 2 seconds an hour. So like 10 hours, you have 20 seconds. It's that, yeah. I'm sure you can get computers to do that faster, right? But like, okay, let's see. So 10 hours, you do 2 seconds an hour. So let's say you do 48 seconds a day. So then you do like there's 7 minutes a week. Basically, you're getting 6 minutes a week, right? So you need 10 weeks, right? I'm the cheap ass shit. So they've got to be able to do something much quicker than that, right? For a watchable thing. Well, 10 weeks production time. Okay, that seems reasonable for it being free, right? Yeah. So I think you could do like 2 or 3 easy. Or you just get more machines. I'm going to tell you. It seems, yeah. It's and these aren't expensive to do. What are we up to? Archie is very much like Tyler Victorious. Yes, he is. Very disturbingly so. I'll make it so Rassilon was sent the 12th Doctor to an alternate reality while he was regenerating, thus locking Flux away in another universe. Yeah, but that's too science fictiony. He's got whatever he's going to do, he'll do it in a line, right? There'll be no spin-offs, says Matthew Burrows. I don't know. I think they're already locked in. I'll be surprised if there aren't, because I think they're already locked in. I think they're probably already in production. I'll be surprised. Again, I would be surprised if they're not. But remember how close to the chest they play everything? Why did they wait till a week or so ago to tell us about the Daleks? Because I told us 6 months ago. We would have been excited then, and excitement would have built for it, right? I think they should have told us more, right? I think that yeah. Again, but so who knows what they're working on? Rusty makes his own canon, so what? So why shouldn't we? Well, exactly. That's the point I was making, and I think look. Dr. Alex is a great example of that, right? Here, 1 second, let me see. Do I do the video? I think I put the video onto a different drive now. Never mind. Let's have a quick look. Upload. No. Yeah, sadly not. I was going to show you a bit my my Doctor Who, and it's really good, right? Like it feels like you're inside a Doctor Who. Also, it's a manageable length. It's an hour long, and you get an episode in an hour, and you feel like you've gone through a whole big Christmas episode. So do check it out. I should put it as a link in the thing. Hang on. I will do that. Right, I will do that. You go doink. Where is it? Over here. Well, actually, a lot of people watch it. I'm surprised. Yeah, doink. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. So go check that out. It's like 50 minutes long. It's Peter Capaldi reading a Doctor Who story, but it's essentially the description of an episode with quite good prose, if I may say so. But it's got music and special effects. It's cool, right? It is cool. The new Dave Ross changes his motivation, and it's ready for the door locks. Yes, that's true. Right, Dave Ross being, Davros, who can stand now and be boring. right? PD Rich says, sadly, like Star Trek, when you start rewriting canon, you lock it into a different reality by default. That's exactly what's happening, right? I tend to agree. But Bob, do you think? I think I've seen you. Sci-fi versus the message. We're seeing that in 35 minutes, baby. Tick, 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 tick. I mean, this is really the countdown. That's what I should have called this episode. The Great Countdown, because that's what it is. Great. I won't be buying Underwater. It's awful. Underwater Menace is awful. Right? It's like for an episode of Doctor Who, they decided, hey, why don't we make it like one of those old Flash Gordon serials from 30 years ago? Yeah, and it's got that same level of nuance. It's shockingly awful. Animation is excellent, though. However, it feels similar to the Evil of Dark's animation, which was excellent, but the technology's moved on and it's more fluid. I do think this is a cul-de-sac, though. I think everything's going to be redesigned in like new forms of recreation. Again, AI I think is going to be a big player in that, right? Or the unearthly, what's it called again? Not unearthly child, the celestial toy maker. That recreation of that, beautiful and perfect and really, really, really worked, right? I tell you, they should have really funded that guy to make the other two episodes and release them like the week before the Giggle, which I think is where we're seeing the toy maker. They should that would have been awesome, right? Had they had an episode a day build up to it, right? I think that would have been absolutely awesome because again, his episode is perfect. So much, it's the best animation I've seen by far, like absolutely by far. I'll show you quick. Okay, quick clip. Yeah, it's over here. We go to Doink. Doctor Who. The TARDIS. First Doctor. Celestial Toy Maker. We'll take it from part 2, because I always take from part 1.
The following is a non-profit.
All right, there we go.
This is your game.
All right, then you play it.
Oh, no, you must play it. It's all quite simple. You start here, blindfold.
You must be joking. Kids' game?
Stephen, go on. You have to cross these obstacles without falling.
Right, like you feel like you're watching the episode. You feel like you're watching a human being move. Right, and Underwater Menace, you don't feel that. I'll show you a clip of that. And again, the animation, freaking excellent, right? It is excellent. But what? You have to go, what? Why is this happening? Right? Essentially, you go, what? Underwater Menace. I'll show you a bit of animation. Color, no one, black and white. Maybe.
Mediterranean. Oh no, tidal sea. Can't be. It's funny. Hasn't been.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a step up from the stuff they've been doing, but it's yeah. I'll take the sound off so I don't get struck. All right, it's definitely a step up from what they've been doing, but still, and she is very hot in real life as well. But it's still.
Well, Damon, then.
It's still a shit story. I mean, essentially. So you're stuck with that. It really is shit. Not every type to RTD is referring to furries of a pissed off fan base. And he got like no, I mean he was the F-in is an expletive. He was saying to say how excited one should be. Fine, put that in. I'm new caught up with me. Hot Legs. I don't know who that is. I forgot. I thought the Galaxy anime was really bad. Yeah, it's a technology that's really moved on at the moment, right? It really has. It really has. Is the color version better? Let's have a quick look at the color. Right. It depends. It depends if you. I never look at the color. I haven't seen it yet. That's why I haven't done the a review of it. Let's see if we can get it.
I wish I understood. Polly, you speak foreign. Go and talk to him. Ask him where we are.
Parlez-vous française?
Yeah, no. So it's not better. It's the answer to the question. No, it's not. It's not better at all. No. Let's compare this to how many? This is like 9 minutes 45 seconds in. Let's compare it to the black and white one. But no, it's not better. It's worse, right? Let's be frank. It's a lot worse, right? It is a lot worse.
Parlez-vous française?
That's a bit he jumps in.
I wish I understood.
He's a very sprightly Atlantean, isn't he? Boom, straight in there. He doesn't care. Hot Legs is the new Davros. I love it. I love it. So what should we look at first? Oh man, I need a pee, but I'm like trying to close my cross my legs until I'm locking off in about 20 minutes, right? 10 minutes before the episode. Got to get all set up and comfy wumpy, right? Got to get ready. Oh, this is a good idea. We got that. Oh, we got a bunch here. Let's look at these videos we got. There we go. So what do we have? Let's look at this thing about David Tennant and Catherine Tate. They schmooze together.
The Doctor and Donna story.
Well,
Catherine.
Okay, David.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's be clear. Catherine Tate it doesn't really understand sci-fi that well. God bless her, but she's very good at doing it. But she doesn't really understand sci-fi that well. She thought the Sontarans, right, were robots in like literally were robots that they were filming who were being aliens, right? She thought literally that they were robots, right? Not that the characters were robots, but the things she was interacting with, the human beings in Sontaran, she thought they were robots, right? So she doesn't really know so much, right? Oh, yeah, God bless her.
I remember.
Where did it all begin?
Let's take ourselves back. I landed on the TARDIS.
That's right. Christmas 2006. What?
Blimey, 2006. That is a long time ago, right? 2006. That's like, how many years is that? It's 17 years ago. Blimey. I think they both look good for being 17 years later. No, I look much shittier, and I look shit to start with, right? Now I look much shittier. It's incredible.
You. But where am I? I was getting married to Lance at the time.
Yes.
But he was a baddie.
Obviously, as a baddie. He was a baddie in EastEnders too, wasn't he?
No, he was not. He was not on the side of the angels. He was on the side of Sarah Parrish, who was a great big old spider.
The big old Rachnos.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, that was very camp, but it was fun. She was super camp and super fun, right? I just hope it's fun again.
And that we thought that was it.
And then I come back.
Yes, back she comes, investigating the adipose.
That's right. I found you in between or across Sarah Lancashire.
That's right, through the glass
Through the glass
window.
windows.
I was
The best combinations of people are often found across from Sarah Lancashire.
cleaning the windows outside, and you were looking
I
through the
was
little
looking.
door.
We're interrupting you.
I took you off to Ancient Rome, where we met Peter Capaldi.
And Karen Gillan.
We had a quick adventure with them in actual Rome. We filmed that in actual Rome.
Planet. Yeah, look, I believe David Tennant knows his episodes in order, his stories in order. I would believe that, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, but I'm sure Catherine Tate doesn't, right? I am sure Catherine Tate does not at all, right?
The beautiful Ood.
Tim McInerney's
Yes, head splitting apart.
Really grisly.
Then we went to
The Sontarans.
Sontarans.
Yes, we went to the Sontarans.
We went to the Sontarans.
And again, she thought they were robots. I want to stress that, ladies and gentlemen. Catherine Tate thought they were robots.
To Earth.
Back to Earth, and Martha came back.
Freema was there.
Freema was there.
Yeah.
I repeat, this is a gun.
Here's a question. Who else is going to be in tonight's episode? We're going to see, I think we're probably going to see Unit, right? I think we're going to, again, she's so bland, though. I think we'll see Unit, right? Again, my number one prediction is that Beep the Meep being evil is an allegory that you don't judge something by its exterior, right? And they will tie into Yasmin Finney.
Unit.
Then I met my wife.
Then you met your wife. Yeah. Who's your wife? Oh, I thought you meant in the thing.
Like, Doctor's married? Really? Oh, you must be talking about what's her name?
Oh no, that's coming in a couple of episodes' time.
I'm like, hold on.
Yeah. No, then I met my actual wife.
I see what you mean. You met Georgia.
Yeah, I met Georgia.
Okay, very hot, Georgia Tennant, absolutely. Also, what she did to win over David Tennant was she posed topless as similar to Joe Grant. What's her name? Katie Manning with a Dalek, right? Well, it was a modern era Dalek. And that's what, and they said that's the way to his heart, and it really was. I can see that.
You did.
She turned up. Like my daughter, but that's not weird because I'm 900 years old. Don't make that weird.
Do the math.
Don't over focus on it. Vanilla Woolgar as Agatha Christie.
Yes, Agatha Christie. What about?
Okay, this is just a recap of their era, which I'm happy to see, right? But don't tell me this is just a walk through memory lane.
That's me. Felicity Kendall.
Felicity Kendall. Yes, Felicity Jones.
All the Felicities.
All the Felicities.
We scooped them up. And then he met his wife.
Yeah. By fiction.
Right. There you go. Again, great episode. This is why we're so excited, right? This is why we're so excited, because this was such a great season of Doctor Who. And if you're not into Who, God bless you. I love you. Don't get me wrong, but I just think this was a great new season of Doctor Who. Main content is Harry Potter film. Yeah, it's halfway through. So yeah, I saw. But again, I think if these woke people are going to switch off the minute they smell woke because people are sick of it, right? I think they are anyway.
Wife, River Song,
who you didn't know.
No, little did we know she was going to become part of the Who firmament.
Yes.
Now, is she in it tonight? I think probably, or at least in the next couple of days, couple of weeks.
Please tell me you know who I am.
She's been in it more than us.
Totally.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
She's had more than a massive bite of the pie. Oh, then we split off.
Then we double banking the episodes.
Double banking. For the whole episode, I was in a spa.
Yeah,
you were on a
I
tour
was doing
bus.
the heavy lift.
I love Midnight. That is one of my all-time favorite Doctor Who episodes, right? It's brilliant. Brilliant, terrifying, original, I guess interesting in a really interesting way. Like like a really genuinely scary alien. It was an experiment. I think that really worked, right? So good for them.
Midnight.
In a tour bus.
And then I was turning left.
That's right. You turned left.
Billy.
With Billy Piper was
Billy
back.
Piper.
Yeah.
Alice was back.
All the threads.
I don't think she'll be back, right? Because she doesn't look like Rose. I'll put it this way. Yasmin Finney looks more like Rose than Billy Piper looks like Rose now.
We're being drawn
Yes,
as we
they
approach
were.
And that's naked.
as we approach the big finale.
Big finale with everyone.
The Doctor and Donna, because there was
this was really their this was their Avengers, right? And it really was wonderful. I have to say, I love this season, man. It really was wonderful. This is really like where Russell should have ended, but he did the specials as a victory lap essentially. But this was the culmination in the Rusty Davis vision, and it nearly didn't work. It was nearly too big for his own vision. Like, was it? No, this one wasn't. It was when he actually did see the Shadow Proclamation, right?
Came out of my hand.
You came out of a hand.
There was another one of me.
You split off.
So there's 3 of you.
3 doctors.
And there was 2 of me. And there was the Dr. Donna.
I did lots of all the sort of normal blabby stuff that he says, like, oh.
Yeah, but you know what? It didn't really convince me, right? I'm glad that didn't last long.
Posterons.
Oh, look at that. Oh, what racism. What bigotry.
Like, oh.
Whoa, how terrible. And is that Dalek able-bodied too? Dalek can't better erase him from history. God, this is so much more of a memorable villain than Hot Legs.
And closing all Z neutrino relay loops using an internalized synchronous backfeed reversal loop. That button there?
He makes it look easy. It's very hard. And then
No, you weren't good at it, Don. I'm sorry, Catherine. You never were good at it.
And she
I don't know how they're going to bring it back and do the do it so she doesn't burn up. We'll find out soon. But that's what's going to happen. So that will be tonight's big news.
Got her memory wiped.
Goodbye. No, please, no.
Again, this was one of the best endings of a companion ever, and it's one that I've always wanted to be rectified. So I'm glad they are, because I'm an old, sentimentalist. But they'll really do it really easily.
And then that was the tragedy of Donna.
That was Donna's the end of Donna's story.
Because we became best friends.
Oh, I bet we see Sarah Bingham tonight, who is the scientific advisor to UNIT, and she can't be evil because she's in a wheelchair.
Friends.
Yeah.
And she was going to travel
Yeah.
with him for the rest of her life in the universe, and it was going to be great. Bang.
One of me gets to go to the other universe.
Oh, that's right, of
Snog
course.
Billy Piper.
Yes.
And then the other me has to lose my best friend, wipe your memory, and be miserable in the rain.
Yes.
There you go. That's the Doctor we know, the sad Doctor.
But the proviso being, she must never
remember.
Never remember.
Who the
never
Doctor
remember
was,
who he
or her
is.
brain
I guess that she must have read this in the script, so they know what they're doing.
would explode again,
Yes.
full of Time Lordness, and that would kill her.
If she ever remembers me, her mind will burn and she will die.
So then in the end of time, when I come back and see Wilf again,
Yeah.
we have to make sure you don't remember anything. And you've got a new husband.
And I've got about to.
Because then I give you a wedding present.
You give me a
Again,
wedding
you know
present.
nothing about
Don't
it.
know nothing about it. You watch me from afar, getting married.
Again, Bernard Cribbins. Are we seeing Bernard tonight? I hope we're seeing Bernard Cribbins tonight. I really do. A drop of Bernard Cribbins can really wash the woke away. I love Bernard Cribbins.
And he gives me the winning lottery ticket.
Yeah.
A lottery ticket? What a cheap present.
I wonder what will happen next. Don't forget to click
Oh,
below.
we're about to find out. We are about to find out. And yeah, you did pique my interest, darling. Okay, let's be clear, right? It's like you did pique my interest. 16 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 60 minutes ago. Very exciting, right? Very exciting. They re-edited Adventure in Space and Time. People are upset about it. I'm not, right? It doesn't really bother me at all. Anyway, I'll show you what they did. Red light, foul! I should have got the widescreen version of this, but I think great little scene where he's filming his last scene.
Okay, positions everyone, please. And roll to record in 15.
He was really good as the first Doctor. I'm sorry. I like Stephen Noonan too, but he was great in this role as well. Now, this is in the original. He looks over and sees Matt Smith. And as he's shooting, now people are pissed off about this. Right? I'm really not, because I think it was designed to be whoever the current Doctor is. And there's certainly not the excitement, right? Of I have a Capaldi, because I had no inkling Capaldi would be anything other than awesome. He was actually less good than I thought in the first season, right? But I'm much more apprehensive about shooting, right? No, the wink is a bit camp. Again, I was excited by the Capaldi appearance in the 50th, right? And this feels similar. The just is it going to be shit? I mean, that's the bottom line for everything. Is it going to be shit? This was a great drama, right? They were talking about doing another one about the cancellation. I think they should do it from that book. Was it John Nathan Turner? I can't remember what it's called. It's because Moffat was because this was Moffat and BBC Studios' work, not Russell T Davies for the 60th. We don't know if it's going to fail or not. That was almost finished. I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying. I do believe when they shot this initially. Right, they showed it to have the whoever the doctor was when they showed it. So anyway, Wagon Black says, where do you go? Just thank God it wasn't Jodie Whittaker standing there. Yeah, I mean, yeah, again, yes, I agree with you completely. Yeah, no, that. So yeah, no, look, there is what to be excited about, right? I don't know. Like, yeah, we're nearly there, baby. We will find out in a minute, right? Let's see Dave Gibbons. He's very excited.
I'm looking forward to seeing the things that we created all those years ago come to life on a screen.
I am excited to see Beat the Meat. I have to agree with you.
The Meep is probably one of the most.
Are we going to see the new TARDIS interior tonight? That's the question. Are we going to see the Jodie TARDIS interior, even like we did in the was it the Davros reboot?
Most brilliant inventions that we've ever put on screen, really.
I think the Meep's really cute. A lovely little furry character.
Meep looks awfully cute. It's slightly enchanting. It's got a look of my dog. Wow, I love Meep.
I love the Meep. Because I love Miriam.
The Meep.
I would like to see the Seventh Doctor would beat the Meep, quite frankly.
He's gorgeous and friendly and the nicest character you will ever meet.
Until, the obvious twist character comes and it's evil. We all know. We could tell the twist when reading the comic book, Russell, right? It's not surprising everyone. So will Sooty twink twink? Yes, he will twink. Will he wink? He will certainly twink, let me tell you. But he also wink in the title sequence like Sylvester. Or we say, we can see the new titles. Fuck, yeah. Now I'm excited. We can see the new titles. I'm excited. Fine. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to sign off. We are 10 minutes out, right? 10 minutes out. I'm very excited. I don't know where we're going. Join me back at 8:15, right? 8:15, and we will analyze and take this thing apart. So thank you for joining me tonight. I will see you on the other side. Hit the Emperor.